Hey, what's up guys? It's Lego Hobo 910 here with another Lego video, and in this video, well, it's not even a Lego video, it's another fake Lego video here. Except instead of this being dollar store Lego, my dad found this in a grocery store, and I have the receipt here. They are $3.99 each, and we have two different sets here, the only two sets that were there. The Pirate Adventures and the Special Forces set by Block Tech. And they obviously, are rip-off Lego, and they say that they're compatible with other brands, which is something I'm going to be comparing. And then also, something interesting is this difficulty level, where they kind of show it with these filled-in bricks. And then this one has 124 pieces, that one has 131 pieces. So I'm gonna figure out how to break into these. Here's the back of the packages. So yeah, I'm going to figure out how to break into these, and then I'm going to build them, and then I'm also going to compare them with, I'm going to try to semi-replicate these builds out of regular Lego, and then compare them. I'll see you in a minute. Build the Pirates one here, and as you may have seen in the time-lapse, as I opened that bag, it kind of exploded, and I lost one of these black studs, so I'm going to go on a mission for that, and then I'm going to get you back into the time-lapse. I have these built, but before I actually talk about the structures and compare them to ones that I'm going to be building, trying to roughly approximate these out of actual Lego, I would just like to point out a few things with the instruction book and box. As you saw in the time-lapse, they did have some weird packaging, but that's not like a fault, that's just different packaging than Lego, so I can't really fault them for that, but I can fault them for some of these things. First of all, this blatant line in instructions. You can see on the gate here, it's supposed to be built like that, but then the box shows it like that. You can quite clearly difference. This one has it on that side going that way. This one has it going that way. It's a very simple fix. All you gotta do is take this and then kind of shimmy it, turn it. But that's still bad because even though it's a simple fix, the instructions shouldn't be fake and lying. And also this is a good example of how off-colored the instructions are. They're weird in the coloration, weird and hard to tell exactly what colors it was while building, especially, this one especially, because they have a lot of similar colors of grays, dark greens, and blacks. And then another blatant lie on boxes. This one here, you can see the pirate sailing along on the pirate ship here. Nothing wrong with that until you realize these pirate flags are one-sided, and that's not the side it's printed on. So that's wrong there. And then another small thing, for some reason in the pirate set I got this random extra red stud, whereas in the army set I didn't get any extra pieces of any kind, so I'm pretty sure that stud wasn't in there intentionally. Another small thing with this one, first of all, the pirate set here is 7 pieces less. It definitely doesn't look 7 pieces less, because I'd say this is about the same size build as that you're missing a whole lot. The reason that it seems only 7 pieces less, is because they spent a lot of pieces building up these columns straight out of studs. Because right here is 6, 12, 18, 24 studs just in the legs. They could have done that in 2, 4, 6, 8 pieces of just making those solid cylinders instead of studs. And then here, once again, they just stacked up a bunch of studs instead of them being cylinders, which is just weird, and I feel like it's there just to make it seem like there's more than there actually is, by being able to say, oh yeah, it's 124 pieces, even though it could be done instead of in, each of these legs could be done in 2, that could be done in 2 each, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, whereas it's done in 6, 12, 18, 24, 36. It's done in 36, where it can be done in, was it 12 I said, could be done in about a third of the amount of pieces there, making it more like 100 pieces, which is a definite drop from the 131 that this set has. And another small notice, when I first moved these guys' legs, they made really loud cracking sounds as if I was, like, breaking some plastic in there or something. And also, in case you were wondering, yes, the minifigures can come apart. They just... For some reason, my video crashed. I don't think it wants to look at these awful rip-offs. But as I was saying, if you can pop off the headgear, but if you do, it reveals this giant hole in the head that's really awkward. The head is 90% hollow, and then it's also really thin. Surprisingly, it doesn't squish as much as I would expect it to. And then also, just something I thought I would point out, each set has one decent-looking minifigure, and these are definitely in a different style than LEGO. That doesn't mean they're bad, they're just a different style. Though they are bad. It's not a different style that makes them bad. But this one looks semi-decent. And then this one's face is just so off and disturbing, and also doesn't match the same tone as the rest of the skin parts on him. It doesn't show up as well. And then also, for some reason, they don't have printing around the back. And then this set has this one that looks fairly normal, and looks pretty good. But then you have this guy, who has one eye strangely higher than the other, and has the little microphone just coming out of his face. And that's not just a manufacturing defect, because if you look at the box, that's how he's supposed to look, which is really, really odd. And also, another small thing that must be pointed out, something that I've noticed with a lot of other fake LEGO, and by a lot of other, I mean the very little fake LEGO experience I have, it has a serial number printed on a piece in each set. Because, I don't know, they have to print it on there, they can't just, you know, some other way to keep it organized, like printing on the box or something. I don't know. LEGO certainly doesn't do it, which, so obviously you don't have to print a serial number on a brick because LEGO doesn't do it, but for some reason all fake LEGO companies feel the need to do it. So now I'm going to attempt to replicate these in real LEGO. Before I show you my representations of this in real LEGO, quick warning, they really aren't that good for a few reasons. A, some of the parts, such as the hinge for the cannon and those fence pieces, don't exist in real LEGO. Second of all, I'm limited on pieces in ways where either I don't have some of the pieces in the sets here, or those pieces are being currently used in things. So, these are just very rough representations. Here they are. There you go. I think the pirate one was easiest to do because it looks a lot more like it, because it just uses basic colors like reds and blacks, whereas this has that dark green, which isn't really a LEGO color, so I just kind of represented it with the normal green. Plus, it's a lot more of a simple building technique, though the boat does look really funny, but that's just because I couldn't find those large, kind of sloped hull pieces. So yeah, those are my representations. So, overall, I think it has something common with most fake LEGO, is that it's garbage. The quality of plastic isn't as bad as I expected. It does have a lot of those little kind of marks there where you can see that the different pieces of plastic separated. And like I showed you, some of the box art and instructions are inaccurate. And especially on the pirate one, the building techniques are very scummy to make it look like it has a lot more pieces than it actually does. And overall, I guess you get what you paid for, because they're $3.99 each, and they're worth really little, so you get what you paid for. If I were you, I'd just stick to regular LEGO. Bye.